So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a multicam sequence. Here's the one I have created. Alright, so that's basically what it looks like. I am going to mute this audio first of all so it doesn't drive us crazy. I'm going to put my time indicator and a marker where I want to start it, and I'm going to put a marker where I want to end it, and I'm going to delete what I have created so far and recreate that for you in this video. So it's going to ask you on the geometrics test how to make a multicam sequence. So I already took the 3 clips that I wanted to use for mine and put them in a bin called multicam. So to do that, you would just go over here and click new bin and then drag the 3 videos that you want into that folder. I'm going to go ahead and open mine. Here's the multicam sequence I made. I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. And these are the 3 clips I want. So I'm going to shift click to get all 3 of those. And then right click right here in the gray area and get this window and say multicam source sequence. You're going to call it custom, or you're going to label it custom, and then you can name it whatever you want. It's going to tell you something specific on the test, and it's going to ask you to do it on out points, but this is where you do it in points and out points. You can leave the rest as default and say okay. So you see it gave us this sequence here with the 3 planets that we use. So I'm going to take the 3 clips that were in that sequence that we made, and I'm going to shift click on all of them and drag them into the timeline at that starting point. So you'll see it puts them all in on the same track. I want to move them on different tracks. Okay, so I'm going to take the planet Earth one and I'm going to drag it up here. I believe that if you don't have a track made already, if you just drag it up there, it will create a new track for you. But let me expand this. But if you don't have a track created, you can always right click right there and say add track, and it will, give you those options there to make other tracks for the other things. And let me go back to Venus and put that one down here below. I have room on that other track to put that one, so I don't need to make a new track for it. And then I'm going to go and move my time indicator to that other marker, and I'm going to shorten all of these clips to end at that point that I have. Alright, the next thing I did was I went into effects and went to video transitions, and I put a dissolve, cross dissolve, at the end of all 3 of those, like this. And I put a cross dissolve on the Earth, but then I put an iris transition right here. Go to iris, and I put iris box on the other planets. Give it a little bit of a different effect. You'll see what that looks like in a minute. So first thing I need to do though is I'm going to put my time indicator in the middle where I can see where nothing is, fading in and out. Put it right there around the middle, and I need to change the size of everything because these clips are too big. So I'm going to click on my Earth clip, go to Effect Controls in the Source Monitor, and where it says Scale, put it at 65. You don't need to put a keyframe. We're just going to make the whole thing 65% the whole time. Then click on Jupiter, also 65. Click on the Venus clip, and we're going to make that 65. Now they're all smaller. I'm going to move. I want the Earth in the center, but I want the other planets off to the side. So I'm going to go in the position and drag these over here and have it just touch the side of the Earth clip like this. Same with Venus. Go over here to your horizontal position and move it over so it just touches the Earth like that. And then the last thing I want to do is I want my transitions in the beginning to last longer. So you can click on here and you can drag them to be longer. I want these to be a little bit longer. You can also just right click on them. Oops. Right click on the transition and set the duration the exact number too. But I like to just drag mine. And then before I play it back, you'll see that there's this red line. That means that Premiere cannot render that without doing this. So shift click on those transitions there, and then go at the top and say Sequence, Render Selection. And then it should be able to play it back no problem. Let me play the whole thing. Okay, I'm glad there is this little flash of a yellow warning screen here. I want to show you how to fix that too. So if you ever get, let me see if I can find exactly, there it is. If you ever get that happening where there is a little flash of that right there, media pending, what you can do is shift click on the clips and to get them all, and then right click on it and uncheck enable, and then go back and do the same thing again, and then choose enable again. Now when you play it back, hopefully it will not do that.